Mario. How am I going to start a review with a person like him? Mario's done so much stuff in his lifetime, from throwing fireballs, avoiding nuclear waffles, tossing Bowser to a bomb, becoming a furry, and being a granddad! Mario even ventured outside of video games with stuff like TV shows, such as the Super Mario Super Show and the Super Mario Bros. 3 cartoon, a movie, cereal, fruit snacks, and Mario on Ice. I am not joking, look at this.
I will make the same mistake. Super Super
First blood. Double kill.
Go get him, Goomba.
Killing spree.
Hit him, Hammer.
Godlike.
Okay, enough Mario on Ice for now. So now that Mario is in a bright golden spotlight thanks to Mario Odyssey, and yes, I know that Mario Odyssey came out nearly a year ago, I'm just late on the Mario Odyssey hype wagon, so... But enough rambling, let's get to the point. I want to go back to the beginning of his origins in his first game on the NES, but first, some tasty history on Mario. The story of Mario starts way before he was ever born, starting with Nintendo after they sold playing cards and toys into love hotels. Oh, Nintendo! Alright, back on topic. Mario was created by the legend Shigeru Miyamoto to be the protagonist named Jumpman for an arcade game named Donkey Kong, where Jumpman has to rescue his girl Pauline from a big ape named, well, Donkey Kong. A year later, Donkey Kong got a sequel named Donkey Kong Jr., where Jumpman captures Donkey Kong so Donkey Kong Jr. has to go rescue his father. That is a lot of Donkey Kongs. It also got a superior version on the NES named Donkey Kong Jr. Math. Hell yeah, my second favorite educational game, next to Bookworm Adventures. There was also a Donkey Kong 3 with no Jumpman inside, but instead we got the most badass, coolest character ever. Stanley the Bugman, where Stanley's protecting his plants from the bugs that Donkey Kong released in his greenhouse. Screw Ridley, Simon, and King K. Rool. We need Stanley the Bugman in Smash. And Waluigi. Anyway, a couple years later, Miyamoto made Mario Brothers for the arcade, where Mario gets his name, his red outfit, his Italian and plumber origins, and also his brother Luigi. Where both brothers clean the sewers of turtles, crabs, and other normal things you would find in the sewers. Another couple years later, Nintendo needed a fresh new game to get the Americans to buy the new game console Nintendo's going to release very soon. The Nintendo Entertainment System. That game is... well, you read the title of this video, so... Super Mario Bros. Has been praised by basically everyone to be one of the best games ever made and ending the video game crash in America. So thanks Nintendo, but I'm here today to see if this juggernaut of a game has held up through over 30 years of gaming. The game takes place in the Mushroom Kingdom, where no mushrooms are in sight except for these things called toads. Yeah, they're called toads. The next time I see a toad in real life, I'm calling it a mushroom. Anyway, the kingdom was doing dandy and fine until a big-ass lizard named Bowser busted in uninvited and used dark magic to transform the people into stones, bricks, and plants. Bowser also kidnapped Princess Toadstool because she is the only person to revert the spell on the mushroom people. Thus, you take control of Mario to rescue the princess through the 8 worlds and defeat Bowser. So the first thing you would say to the story is...
damn, this story's bland.
But you gotta take into consideration that stories in games back then were not as important as stories in games today. With all these Uncharted, Last of Us, and God of War games, we had fat plumbers eating mushrooms that are as tall as you, rescuing princesses from lizards. So the story gets a pass by me. At least it's better than those really bad Sonic fanfictions you would find on Wattpad or DeviantArt. Well, anyway, you control Mario's movement with a D-pad. You also can jump and run with the 2 face buttons. Jumping is very important. How important? That important. Jumping is essential to Mario as oxygen to your lungs. You need jumping to get over obstacles and eliminate most of the enemies by smashing their soft squishy face to the ground. Be wary though, Mario's jump is pretty stiff. Not as stiff as Castlevania jumping stiff, where you can't change direction mid-jump, but trying to change direction in Super Mario Bros. Won't do much for you. Don't worry, you will learn how to jump effectively in a short time. Mario can also run if you hold down the run button to go faster and get longer jumps with the momentum you get from running. But if you want to stop running, pray to the Mario gods that you won't slide right into a Goomba or run off a pit, because when Mario runs, he holds a ton of momentum, like how Fat Albert holds a ton of weight. So trying to stop will take a second or two if you're going over 9,000 miles per hour. During your travels, you'll find coins all over the place, usually in question mark blocks or just in the air, and if you collect 100 of them, you get extra life to spend when you kick the bucket. Oh yeah, speaking of those question mark blocks, they either contain coins or a power-up. The first power-up you'll most likely see is the Super Mushroom. By touching it, Mario grows twice its height, jumps higher, can take another hit from an enemy, and destroy bricks that are all over each level. Wait, didn't Bowser make the kingdom inhabitants into bricks? Oh no. There is also the Fire Flower, which allows you to shoot out fireballs of destruction that basically kill everything. See, look, everything dies in one hit. Goombas, Koopa Troopas, Spinies, everything. Wait, what? What the fuck? Why can't I kill him? Come on. Well, you need the star power up. Who are you? Hello, my name is Josephi Kwaskowski, and I'm here to show you the power of the Starman. Are those buzzy beetles not getting killed because you're Fire Flower? Well, I can show you the power of the Starman by cutting this in half.
NANI?! お前はもう死んでいる。
See, that's not a lot of damage, but this thing can. Alright then, let's get back to the review. Throughout the journey, you'll be in different diverse places in the Mushroom Kingdom. You got the overworld where everything is happy and joyful except for all the enemies trying to kill you. No, really, there are so many enemies on the overworld stages. There's Goombas that just exist to die, Koopa Troopas which you can use their shell to eliminate other enemies, piranha plants that try to suck your toes when they come out of the pipe, buzzy beetles are basically Koopa Troopas but immune to the Fire Flower, unless you got a star power. Thank you, Josephi Braskowski. There's Lakitus that throw Spinies, Bullet Bills that launch out of a cannon, and Hammer Brothers, the worst enemy to encounter in this game. Each Hammer Brother throws an endless amount of hammers at you, which makes it next to impossible to actually jump on them and kill them. And also, you actually find them most of the time in pairs, so it's even worse. You don't see that many throughout the game until you get to H-3, or they're everywhere. You'd see the one at least every 10 feet with next to no power-up, so good luck on that stage. Anyway, enough ranting on Hammer Brothers. There's also the underground where everything is blue, wet, dark, and dank. There's also the rare occurrence of water levels where you swim to the end, avoiding or killing the Cheep Cheeps and bloopers with the Fire Flower. Yes, you are using fire underwater. Just accept it. Then there's the castle levels. Each world has a castle at the end which holds multiple dangerous things like fire rods, lava, and potobos. At the end of each castle is Bowser, then another, until you realize that the first 7 Bowsers are actually regular enemies disguised as Bowser, if you nuke their ass enough with enough fireballs. You can also defeat any Bowser by touching this axe behind him, which will destroy the bridge Bowser is standing on. The Bowsers start off by shooting fire and jumping, but the farther you go through the game, the harder they become. They start throwing hammers, blocks placed above you, and potopos popping out to attack you. In nearly every level, you may find a pipe you can go down and get some goodies like coins, but one of the coolest secrets in this game are warp zones. These babies can let you skip whole worlds, and if you know the right way, you can beat the game under 5 minutes. Damn. After you bust in the last castle and defeat the real Bowser, which acts like all the other Bowsers you fought before him, you finally rescue Princess Toadstool. After rescuing her, you unlock a level select and hard mode. Hard mode isn't really anything special. Goombas are now buzzy beetles, and the enemies move faster. And no, there is no difference in the ending. It just boots you back to the title screen. Sorry any completionists out there. Graphically speaking, it's alright. The game still looks colorful and bright, but compared to later NES games, it has aged a good amount, mostly due to the limited space on the NES cartridges back then. Musically speaking, it still holds up today. All the songs are classic and recognizable, but most of the songs are repetitive, but for some odd reason, not annoying. But if we're talking about this game's soundtrack, you cannot forget to mention the overall theme. It is one of the most classic video game songs, with thousands of remixes and millions of people knowing the song. In conclusion, Super Mario Bros. Is still a classic to this day. With its fun and simple gameplay, iconic music, and spectacular level design, no wonder it sold 40 million copies and became the biggest video game franchise on Earth. If you haven't played Super Mario Bros., go play it! Go get an original cartridge, or go get an All-Stars version on SNES or Wii with updated visuals. Go get the deluxe version on Game Boy Color, where it has extra content and comes with the next game I'm reviewing. Go get on the Virtual Console on the Wii. Oh, wait, you can't. Shoot. Well, you can get on the 3DS or Wii U or that weird PC port. Actually, don't play that. Just go play it!